Yesterday, I was in a restaurant when someone came up to me and asked me when I was going to make another video because she was really looking forward to a new one. And I was a little bit surprised. So here I am with a new video and see what wants to come true. I've made a sacred space, so we are connected with the highest and the highest and the highest of the eternal living code of God. And it's important to stay calm, that's what I hear, and not to adjust to something what another person wants to be or wants you to be or says, or just feel guided what you want. And all the things outside of you are distractions. And if you want somebody's approval, you are actually in a prison because you are doing everything for that person to get approval. And it's an unconscious programming, and we often don't even know that we are doing it, that we are listening to the advice of others, that we are doing things because other persons want us to do that. But actually, if we really listen to what we want, it's something very different. And if I look around now, I see the programs, I see the convictions, and I see that people adjust or are very dominant. So the people who are very dominant attract people who adjust. And that's a program we have to clear. We have to come in our own center, and we have to be able to do what we want to do for ourselves, and be strong in that conviction, and be strong to follow your own path. And I think that's what I have to share today, and that's where we have to do a light language on. So if you are in a relationship, let's say with a boss, with a partner, with a friend, and the other person always is telling you what to do, is getting angry, is telling you you are wrong, is making you small, well, that's a program we have to leave behind, because we all are equal and we all are an eternal living light. So we have to get in our own power, and we have to stand up for ourselves, and we have to leave the dominant programming behind. And with the Lion's Gate, which is coming at the 8th of August, it's important to be sure of what you want, at least feel how you want things to be, and stay grounded. How can you stay grounded? Easily by going into the woods, by being creative, by chanting, by dancing. And when you are grounded, it's easier for you to connect with your intuition and how you want things to be, because fear is rising. I feel all around me and in myself that if I want to be on that path and I want to do the things I want to do, a strong fear is coming up. And I have to see, what is this fear? Where is this fear coming from? What does this fear want me to know? And I really go through the feeling of fear, and I really let it go. So I'm not afraid of feeling the fear. I let it go, and I want to know what the main cause of that fear is, so I can change that. And the main cause of fear comes from this life or other lives where we lost things. We lost fortune, we lost our house, we lost our worth as a human being, because we were a slave and we had to do what other people wanted us to do, and we had no voice. So it's important to raise our own voice now from freedom. So we have to be free enough to express our feelings and tell how we feel when something happens to us. And mostly we don't do that because we're afraid to be disregarded, neglected, or even sent away. And that happened in previous lives where we were in a family and we were sent away. And that is a really strong fear which comes up now in this lifetime, which has to be healed. So for that, I will speak light language now to help you clear all those programs of adjusting, making yourself small, not telling your truth, being afraid to follow your path, your passion, and not coming into your power, because the lion gate is a lion, a powerful gate. Achinto no tuko la machata kataka la machito kochunto kotuka la machata nantanta na icho kotuka la machata nantanka na kaila. Inchinto no icho toko la machito kotuka la machata. Inchanta kataka la machito non tunto na ila ma kataka la machito kochuto kotuka la machata. Inchanta na ilo ma aka pokui no shuto no ucho kotuka la machata ni icho tutuko la machata kataka la machito. Ai uto machito kotuka la machata kataka la machito non tonko to kutuka la machata na ucho pototo machata kataka la machito. Ai into kotuka la machata kataka la machito ko icho totuina ai la makacha. Breathe in and breathe out and feel if there's something in your body which wants to be seen. I really feel an awful feeling in my belly, a kind of fear, a kind of getting it together. So there's no space for me, there's no room for me to be me in this life. That's what's coming up. Alamachito kotuka la machata kataka la machito kotuka la machata kataka la machito kotuka la machata kataka la machito kotuka la machata. Inchinto ko ucho toko la machata kataka la machito. Inchanta kataka la machito kotuko la machata kataka la machito kotuko la machata. Wala machito ntonto kotuka la machata ka icho to unto kotuka la machata nantanta ni chito kotuka la machata. No ucho toto machito kotuka la machata kataka la machito kochuto kotuka la machata nantanta makataka la machito kochuto kotuka la machata nantanta. In tokotuko ma acha takataka la machito kotuko la machata kataka la machito. Ai un tokotuko la machata kataka la machito kotuko la machata. My guides are telling me that we now receive energy from Lemuria and Atlantis, and that we can retrieve all soul parts of ourselves, where we had wisdom, where we had strength, where we had knowledge and peace and just knew what to do. Kalamachito, kotuka la machata, kataka la machito, kotuka la machata. And all imbalances and misqualified energies will be removed. All dark entities, all dense entities and energies will be removed. Shintun tokotuka la machata, kataka la machito, kotuka la machata. Inchinto kotuka la machata, nantanta, kochito, kotuka la machata, kataka la machito. And perhaps you can feel your feet now, that they are sparkling and feel grounded. Because the energy from the earth is coming up to help us to be of service to the earth and to the universe and to the highest of the highest of the highest of the eternal living flame of God. Pochun tokochuto kotuko toko la machata, pochuto la machito, kotuka la machata, kataka la machito, kotula machata, kataka la machito. Ai incho kotuka la machata, kataka la machito. Ai icho toko la machata, to icho tunto cochito, kotuka la machata, kataka la machito, kotuka la machata. Nintunto kotuka la machata, kala machito, kotuka la machata, kataka la machito. Nicho tunto kotuko la machata na aila maganga bogunga nanganda munchinto to uchi to kotuka la machata nantanka la machito kotuka la machata. I icho tuko la machata. We retrieve soul parts of ourselves where we knew harmony, peace, balance, a nature which was supported, which was cherished instead of damaged. Kalamachito, kutuka lamachata, kataka lamachito, kutuka lamachata. Aicho, tukula machata, kataka lamachito, kutuka lamachata, kataka lamachata. Incinto, kutuka lamachata, kachuto, kutuka lamachata, kataka lamachito. Aicho, tukutuka lamachata, kichito, kutuka lamachata. Intanta na aka lamakicho, totoi naicho, tukuta lamachata. Ichunto kutuka la machata kataka la machito. Ichito kutuka la machata. It's our birthright to be ourselves, to live our lives fully in service of the highest, of the highest, of the highest. And nobody is so important to get you out of your path, to get you off your path. Cinto kutuka la machata kataka la machito kutuka la machata. Cintunto cochito kutuka la machata kataka la machata. Inchanto cochito. Ochito kutuka la machata. Ichito kutuka la machata. And self-love is so important. To know who you are and to know when you give yourself away. To know when you are getting off your path. To know when you are neglected. To know when you are disrespected. To know when someone says something and acts differently. At that point, you have to choose yourself and you have to be truthful and loyal to yourself. So we have to make a difference between light and darkness. And we have to choose for light. We have to choose to be honest and truthful and loving to ourselves, which means we don't respect negative behavior, dominant behavior, and we stay centered. And we are able to tell the other person, enough is enough. I don't feel happy when you do that. I don't feel seen when you do that. I don't feel hurt when you do that. I know we are able to stay centered, and I know we are able to listen to ourselves and to hear ourselves and to see who we are and to make that our priority. Because when we are in our passion, when we live our life as we want it, from peace, love, and compassion, we don't hurt another. And when people see that we are happy, they will be happy. And we can help from being centered instead of giving ourselves away. And it's like giving our food away. We first have to feed ourselves before we can give it away. Otherwise we will get starved. And many people are starving now. Chito kutuka la machata, kataka la machito, kutuka la machata. I hope with all my heart that this light language will serve you and will make you see how important you are and what part you can be in this life. It can be in a family, it can be in a company, it can be at school with children. Everybody has a part in this life, and it's up to you what it is. Nobody can tell you what it is. You have to listen to yourself, connect with higher self and source, and listen and start doing it. Start walking. Start with little baby steps. But go, move. I thank you for listening and I wish you a very nice day. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done, and so it is.